Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the PML Wrestling Show. As always, we record on Tuesdays. You guys are listening or watching on Friday. So, it's the PML crew. Rich Lopez, Tom Malloy, Robert Presto is with us. Hope you guys had a good weekend. Hope you guys are getting prepped for that turkey time.
Oh, I am.
My favorite holiday, man. I'm already listening to Christmas music in stores, and I'm getting pissed off because people are just skipping over my favorite. Football, turkey, foods. Obviously, it means my birthday. So, I get a little upset internally because everybody's starting to just skip. Like, more and more people each year are skipping turkey.
It's crazy.
Thanksgiving Day, and it just pisses me off, man.
It's
like,
borderline
enjoy
offensive.
It. Yeah, I agree. I completely agree with that. But anyway, I hope you guys are still trying to prep for. Just don't show your decorations, which people do that too. It just gets you.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna probably throw up the tree on Black Friday, but
that makes sense. You
after
wait.
It don't work.
Yeah,
It's crazy, dude. Being an adult sucks because
Facts.
So my new job, I can only take certain days off because other people had them before I did because I didn't work there.
Yeah.
And I'm off from literally this Friday until Thanksgiving, and then I gotta go to work on Black Friday.
And then you're off. Or you go back on like the following week.
I go back the following week,
okay.
but it's just like I gotta go back on Black Friday. I'm just like,
luckily we get
terrible.
we get that paid. We get that off.
Yeah,
so we got lucky.
Yeah, we get a floating holiday. So and we get our floating holidays in advance. So I'm actually using my floating holiday for this Friday because I didn't know we actually had floating holidays.
I got you.
And I had like 3 of them, and they're like, "Hey, you got to use these, and you only have these dates to take off." And I was like, "All right, cool. I'll take off a Wednesday. Sounds great."
So it's that work life, man. It sucks, Help us make this our full-time job. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, at PML Show. And then on Fridays, we're always on Spotify, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio. And then if you guys want to watch it, we're on YouTube. Tell your friends about us. Tell your family members about us. Hell, play this during Thanksgiving dinner.
Yes, you should. You can put it right on your TV, watch it right from Spotify. Well, Spotify would have video, but you can watch it on YouTube. Right from there, you can see our shining faces.
This beautiful man. Look at that face.
Have a beer with the PML crew.
That's right. You know what? I'm going to open it up right now. I usually like to wait till the first topic discussion, but because you said that, I agree with you. So hold on.
Ooh, the shady spot.
That's right.
Not a lot of those left around.
Summer Shandy.
Oh, yeah, Summer Shandy. Not a lot of those left.
Yeah, I know. I got this at Sheetz on the way here because your boy was hungry, so.
Sheetz always has some good tall cans of beer, like when you're in a pinch.
Yeah.
Like I was there getting gas a couple of weeks ago, and I was just like, I'm all out of IPAs for the week. It's Thursday. I drank all of them, and I'm just like,
Ain't nothing wrong with
gotta
that.
wait to payday.
That's right.
And I'm just like, let's see what they got.
They got a tall boy for like $3.
Yeah, not even.
Exactly. It's clutch. The other thing about Turkey Day or Thanksgiving is that means either Survivor Series is coming up around pretty much around the corner. It's usually the week before. Back in the day, it used to be on Thanksgiving Day, but that's way before even our time. You know what I mean? So obviously we're going to preview that because that's coming up. And then, what was I going to say? We're obviously going to review Full Gear. First time in a long time we got together for a show. A, first time in a long time I paid for a pay-per-view. Or chipped in. B, so we're definitely going to review our favorite matches and then maybe some of the booking. We don't like to criticize it. We'll just say, like, the results. We'll say, like, did you like it?
And we'll give our thoughts on it.
Exactly.
Positive or negative, overall it was a good show.
Exactly. So we got those 2 big cards to, kind of talk about. And then we're also going to do a little segment since Full Gear was last weekend, Survivor Series is this weekend. What if there was an AEW versus WWE, like, clash of the brands or, like, bragging rights type thing? Obviously it'd be a Survivor Series theme. So we're going to do a couple matches like that, some singles, some traditional 5-on-5. And then to close out the show, we're going to do not a rank 'em, we're going to do a self-high-five where, rank 'ems we usually give you guys kind of, the 5 things and we kind of rank them. This one is self-high-five, so we're just going to give you guys our favorite rock matches. So we're going to have 5 rock matches that we will, list 5 through 1. We'll maybe talk about a couple and explain why. Might even criticize why, because, he did have some, not stinkers, so to speak, but, like, The Rock versus Sultan. That's a no-go. That would not be on our list. Spoiler alert. But anyway, that's at the end of the show. Let's start off with, what do you want to go with first? You want to go with Survivor Series or you want to go with Full Gear?
Let's go with Full Gear. We'll just go over that quick.
Yeah, I'm going to toss it to you because you got the phone. Although, I actually forgot to see when we started recording. Let's just say we started recording at 7:56 because it's 8 o'clock.
It makes sense.
Might even be 7:55, but whatever. We're just free-flowing.
All right,
with time. So, Full Gear was this past weekend. It was in Minnesota. I thought it was in Missouri the whole time until we were trying to figure out why the crowd was booing CM Punk. One of us said because, Minnesota Viking fan. I'm one of them.
Yeah.
He's from Chicago, Bears, into the division. But then I was like, maybe he's just the Cena of AEW, so maybe people are booing him. But anyway, we can talk about that.
He also did do Cena's shoulder tackle.
You're right. He did. He did that. He did that little spot.
Did the job. Yeah. So I thought that was cool.
Yeah.
Honestly, the show was pretty good overall.
Give me the Malloy rating. I need numbers here.
Definitely like a 6.5 out of 10. Mm-hmm. It wasn't a 5. It wasn't a 10 on the Malloy scale at all, for sure.
Okay.
I think the best match on the card was MJF versus Darby Allin.
We agreed with that.
That was probably match of the night for sure. It just came in open hot, and that's cool that they're showing that that's their homegrown talent. They didn't come from anywhere else.
Yeah, you're right.
So I would like to see both of them back in the TNT title picture. Some other matches on the card, we saw Lucha Bros retain the titles against
FTR.
FTR, yeah.
That match was I liked it. I mean, the thing about us live, we were talking, we're like, we should do a watch along, but I'm like, the way our subscription with Riverside, which is what we use. Like, if we did that show was like what 4 hours because it was over at midnight pretty much.
Yeah.
So it'd been 4 hours. That's like half of our monthly subscription. So like maybe down the road we could finagle something to do one. But it was funny because like we're making fun of this show, but not in like a critical way.
Yeah.
It was just like, man, this is slow. Hopefully it builds back up. Man, how many fingers are they gonna throw at each other? Because remember how we saw what?
If we did a count, there was probably at least 5 middle fingers thrown. And I'm just like,
yeah,
that's cool if it's done once.
Yeah, makes it more important. But it was just funny because we're just like, yeah, I think we do the same thing with WWE because obviously I'm trying to get into AEW and I do like it, and I think Full Gear, just to go off piggybacking off what you said, it wasn't too low. Like it was good. It was like if I were to compare it to WWE, because that's my main source of wrestling, it was comparable. You know
I think
it
was very comparable to WWE. It was like watching an indie show.
Yeah, I was going to say, there was a match or two where there was a couple indie segment, like spots or sequences, I'll say. But outside of that, I thought it was, storytelling was pretty good. Like the Daniel Bryan Miro match, they went slow, kind of like the FTR Lucha Bros match, which I was going to talk about those two. They kind of went slow and then built up, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, sorry, I didn't want to cut you off, but I just wanted to get that in there.
No, for sure. I thought that was cool. The Lucha Bros, honestly, Lucha Bros and FTR, and then Miro and Daniel Bryan, I felt like I was watching a WWE pay-per-view.
Yeah.
So that was cool. We got Daniel Bryan going on to be number one contender for the world title. It's interesting that we're going to see him, and I'm going to jump right to the main event quick.
Yep, good. I didn't want to cut you off.
Because I didn't expect.
I think a lot, as I say, traditional booking would say
Yeah.
since Daniel Bryan's the face, you're thinking the heel's going to win. They kind of went against that, which is cool.
And I honestly think it's going to be Hangman versus Daniel Bryan, and Hangman Page I think is going to go over on Daniel Bryan because I think they're going to work this guy to be like their next star.
I think they're going to make Hangman Page. Again, I'm comparing it, but it's just me. You guys,
we'll see what happens.
I say, you guys know how it goes. I think they're going to compare. They're going to make a comparison of like what WWE did with Daniel Bryan. It's like, yeah, he's not the WWE guy, but we're going to like put him in main event spots and bring him, push him down, and then he's going to win a big match. Obviously, Hangman beat Omega, which is probably the biggest indie star in like the last decade outside of AJ Styles. You know what I mean? Before obviously AEW signed, or before he signed to AEW. But like, I feel like I told you this, and at some point there's going to be. It's just like UFC or boxing, which I always talk about with the realistic approach of booking. Moxley had a long title reign. Jericho had a long title reign. Omega had 364, I think they said, or 360.
Yeah.
Somebody's got to have a short reign. And I think because Heyman is like the AEW hopeful, which you kind of saw with the entrance of like that special like video, and then obviously him coming out with the crowd. I feel like they're making him their Daniel Bryan.
Yeah.
Where, he's gonna have some big wins, but then he's gonna, obviously have some huge losses, maybe some unexpected losses, which is what I'm kind of expecting. And I think Tony Khan honestly just put the title on him right now because he made a point of, when AEW was first initiated, the first four people on the cover of the poster was Jericho, Moxley, Omega, Hangman. Those are the first four champions.
Yeah.
So I feel like he just did that to do that, and now he's gonna start building Hangman up as like the AEW underdog, so to speak. So the only thing that sucks is compared to CM Punk, I think the crowd is always gonna like Daniel Bryan.
Yeah,
I think he's so like humble and wholesome. You know what I mean? Where CM Punk, like, I told you, there's so many bitter spots you could do before the crowd's just like, all right, like, shut up, dude. Like, start putting your time in the ring. You know
so,
what I mean?
honestly, like, the comparison to him to Bret Hart is amazing. Like, because
I
like,
can see that.
I think he's just, like, I compare, and I'm, like, and CM Punk hasn't been in WWE or AEW very long.
No.
But his run there is going to, I think, be just as lackluster to Bret Hart's WCW run, because all Bret Hart did was bitch and complain the whole time.
Yeah.
And that's all, like, CM Punk's like, I wasn't in wrestling in 20 years. Yeah. Okay, dude, you made millions of dollars.
Yeah, he did.
You got all your fame and notoriety from being in WWE. No one would know who you are if you were in Ring of Honor or TNA. No one would have cared until now.
Yeah.
Because they're like, oh, this indie guy's amazing. And then you would start making money now.
Yeah.
So, shut up.
Yeah.
You made millions of dollars over the last 10 years wrestling, and then you made even more money bitching and complaining about WWE.
Makes sense.
So just, like, enjoy wrestling, dude. It's like...
That's what I was going to say. So, like, do you think the crowd went against him? Real quick, I got to stop cutting you off. The Hangman match and Omega match, did you like the match? I mean, I know we were both shocked on the outcome because of the Daniel Bryan.
Yeah, I thought it was a good match. I like Kenny Omega. I think he's a cool character.
He was hurt, by the way.
Yeah,
I
he
want to
was
point that out
injured.
here for a couple weeks.
I've watched pretty much all of his matches since he's wrestled. All of his main big matches since he wrestled Jericho the first time.
Yeah.
And I'm really not that impressed.
Dang, dude.
I don't think he's the best wrestler in the world, as he claims to be. I just think he's... I don't know. I think Seth Rollins, AJ Styles, are better.
Sorry, I had to fix my mic.
like, I like the character, though. His matches are good. I like his finish.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think because of his injury, I mean, granted, obviously it wasn't throughout this entire run, but I felt like, because he's so known for wrestling, especially in New Japan, and then when he came to AEW, it was still the same thing. But I think for him as champion, one, he was doing something different. I mean, I know he was a heel in New Japan, but obviously domestically, it's in a completely different way.
He's like completely new to America, too, if you think about it.
Yeah, I mean, he's from Canada.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Then he did some work in the States. Then he went to...
He was in OVW.
I said OVW. I was going to say OVW or FCW, but it was OVW. Somehow got let go, and then went to New Japan, made his name, obviously, and then came back to the States. Or North America, we'll just say. But yeah, I think he just wanted to focus on like a character build. That obviously takes away some of your ring work.
Yeah.
Not effort, just ring work, because obviously you're trying to get your character over. And I think that's what I like so much about this title run. I kind of wish that he wasn't hurt, because I think they would have had a better match, even though the match I thought was pretty good. I probably would put that a number... I think that was my number 2 match. I think Darby, MJF was my number 1. Hangman Omega was my number 2. My number 3, just to wrap up, my favorite, was probably the 6-man.
That was honestly my number 2.
Yeah,
I really enjoyed that match.
Yeah, the Christian had a good showing. Jungle Boy's over like Rover.
Yeah, I could see him being in the TNT title picture, not Darby and MJF, because I think like right now they're a little bit above that, and they can keep telling that story.
Rocking a hard place.
Yeah, and then
Main
I think
event, TNT.
I think Jungle Boy Jack Perry could be against see him against Sammy Guevara or Jay Lethal, because they're going to wrestle for the TNT title on Wednesday, so that's cool.
Yeah.
What do you think about what do you think about Jay Lethal making his way to AEW?
I kind of wish, just because he's like he's been such like a known commodity outside of AEW, that I kind of wish he had a bigger... He's another one
that's a big name.
Yeah.
That's a really big name they signed there.
I completely agree. And it's a non-WWE one, so that's really good for them. It kind of restores a little bit of that reputation of, oh, we're not just signing WWE guys. We're doing what WWE does. We're just signing anybody that has talent, and we think that will be a great commodity in AEW, which I think Jay Lethal will be, because I think he fits that. I think the crowd really wants to see him, especially knowing that Ring of Honor will close down its doors at the end of the year. I'm in a tough spot with that, just for the first feud. Like, I wish it wasn't Sammy, because I think Sammy's starting to get really over with the crowd.
Good.
And that's the first thing we both said. We're like, yo, has he been lifting or something? Because he's looking pretty good. So that's tough. Like, Sammy's starting to get over with the crowd. I mean, it's okay to do a face versus face. I don't mind that, you know what I mean? Because that happens sometimes in boxing. Like, you have two good guys, or, same thing with UFC. So I understand it. But I'm like, oh, that's kind of tough, because, like, how are you going to end this? You know what I mean? So... we'll see what happens. But I mean, I'm cool with that. Maybe it's just going to be a good wrestling match, and maybe
it's
that'd
going
be
to
one
lead
of
to
their...
another 5-on-5 match, Team Ring of Honor versus.
And that's the thing
Inner
too.
Circle.
Like Inner Circle needs to have like a. I like for them to have separated matches at some point. We'll obviously see if that happens. But that's a match I wanted to talk about because that was a featured match, especially with the inclusion of an American Top Team. Dan Lambert was pretty funny. I thought he definitely gets the wrestling side of it. Junior Dos Santos, I told you, he's pretty athletic. He was really successful in UFC. Very good. I forget the other guy's name. I don't know if he was Ukrainian or Russian. I forget what he was. He wasn't as good. Once it got everybody breaking outside the ring and just brawling, he obviously kind of got lost in the shuffle and kind of forgotten about, but his in-ring work was awful.
Yeah.
Dos Santos was good.
Dos Santos was very impressive, especially that body slam he did and everything else.
Yeah, he said he did a backflip too.
Yeah.
I just want all that to say, I thought that was a good match, but I thought it was too much going on for a street fight.
Yeah.
And the other thing too is you just had a 3-on-3. It was false count anywhere, but it's essentially a street fight with Golden Elite and then whatever they're called, but Christian, Luchasaurus, and Jungle Boy. So
yeah.
I just thought it was too much to follow. Towards the ending, it got kind of tightened up and better. But I am ready for Inner Circle to start doing their individual feuds with with other people. I don't know who you could do that with.
Yeah, and I think it's because I don't know if Jericho's not hurt. He's just old.
Yeah.
But I think Jericho could still probably go singles match wise. He's.
I think they all could, honestly. Yeah. I think even Jack
I'd like to see Jack go for a title. I don't know. I think that'd be cool.
TNT, or you think man?
I think he's world title material, man. He's been there, he's done it, and I think even having Jericho just as his mouthpiece, and and.
I hope Sammy keeps the title, just to talk about because obviously Jericho's the main guy. Ortiz and what was the other guy?
Santino. No, it's
Santino.
Santana.
I said Ortiz and Santana. There you go. I was going to say Santino, but you're actually close. They've been pretty solidified as a tag team, so I think this group was together to push Jack. What's his name? Hager. I keep saying Jack Hager. 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 There you go. And then Sammy Guevara. Them, and I think Sammy's definitely I think he's ready. Jack, I would like to see him a little bit more involved. I feel like he's still just that bodyguard guy.
Yeah,
and
he's not doing a lot, man.
That's what I mean. He doesn't need
check,
to,
brother.
Yeah, I know the part of his check was for the so he could still do MMA, so he probably doesn't want to get hurt.
Yeah.
But I'm dude, you have so much potential in wrestling,
and he's so good. I think he was just too young in WWE. Honestly,
I completely agree with that. So I think Inner Circle is built for those two. I think Sammy's finally ready to branch out, whether he turns or just peaceful split, whatever. And then same thing with Jack Hager.
And I like the LAX or whatever they are.
Yeah, me too. But they've been solidified, so they can branch out and just still be
I like how they came out the Kiss look and everything.
Yeah, that
cool.
I agree. It was just too much. So I think the next is it Revolution? Is the next one?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's get a separate, maybe all of them are in title matches or something like that. Just something. That'd be kind of cool.
Because Jericho's doing commentary, too, so maybe he'll be a commentator for that show or something.
There you go. 6 out of 5 is not bad. Was that, so you got the last one, which was All Out, right? You got that one? Which one was better?
I think All Out was better.
Yeah?
I just think the matches were a little more intense. I think the show had a little bit more hype because it was CM Punk's first match back. That tag team title match, I'll probably talk about that for a while.
Yeah, a lot of people were talking about that.
Yeah,
Young Bucks and
it was just I don't know. I guess this title match was a little bit more disappointing. I didn't really like FTR as much as I thought I would. I was really disappointed in that match.
Yeah, Britt Baker, Tay Conti was on that card, just to not forget about them, and then Cody Pac against Malachi Black and Andrade.
That match wasn't bad either.
That was a letdown for me, but
it was there.
Yeah, I mean, I think they knew what they were supposed to do, give the crowd a little bit of a break. It got better.
Cody's still getting shit on, which is pretty funny.
Yeah, that's what I was surprised with him and CM Punk.
Yeah.
So just to close out the segment with Full Gear, let's just finish up on that, because I was shocked that CM Punk got booed to that extent.
Yeah.
I knew it was going to be 50-50 because Eddie Kingston's kind of famous in the indie community, because obviously he's been, he went up through the ranks. Do you think the crowd was booing CM Punk because, I told you, he's that Cena guy for AEW where, he's getting a big paycheck. He's there. Not just, I know he likes wrestling, but the way he badmouthed it so much, it's all right, we know. Do you still love it, or are you just here for the paycheck, or do you just think it was a viable opponent? Do you think if he faces like a full blown heel, he'll still get cheered? Or do you think it's gonna become that scene where it's like
I think it's still like in murky waters. I think they kind of have to test it yet. So what I think they should do is pretty much have him wrestle MJF.
what to be safe, right?
Yeah. Be like, listen, everybody hates MJF. So
I'm saying him or Malachi. I feel like they're the two hottest heels right now.
Yeah, they're legitimate heels.
Yeah.
So yeah, wrestle them. See what happens. Don't put him in there with Cody or put him in there with.
Don't put him there with Hangman or Daniel Bryan. Maybe Miro. Miro got some heat. I mean, he didn't get. Actually, it was kind of like 50-50.
50. No, they're like, let's go Miro.
Right, as I'm
Miro
talking.
sucks. And they weren't even like. And I think that's got to be a testament though to Miro because they're not even chanting for Daniel Bryan. They're chanting for Miro.
Yeah. I mean, there was it was 50-50 though, so there were some chants with that. But no, I agree with you. When in doubt, dude, just throw him to MJF just so you could.
Because he's probably the best heel on the show.
Oh, 100%. He might be the best heel in all of wrestling.
Yeah, I would agree.
So yeah, we'll definitely see what happens. Maybe we'll get together for Revolution again because that was kind of cool to get together.
I had a good time, man.
It was
that
fun.
was probably one of the best Saturday nights I had in a long time.
It was a really fun time. I remember it was like 11:30 and it was the second to last match. Maybe it was 11 o'clock, and I'm like, whoa, dude! Like time's flying. It was fun. We were having beers.
Because sometimes some of those WWE shows they really drag. So I'll say that's one thing for sure. Is I really enjoyed. I don't know if it was just us like BSing back and forth or what it was. But I really enjoyed that show better than some of the WWE shows.
Oh, 100%. I completely agree with that. That's what I mean. Like, it's definitely comparable. That's probably one of the better pay-per-views of the year in the entire...
But the thing is, for those guys, though, man, they only have to prepare for 3 pay-per-views a year. So you could put a lot into that.
No, you're right. You're definitely right. And that kind of makes it more special. I kind of wish they did 5 a year instead of, like... I mean, what do they do, 4 or just 3?
I think they do 3.
Revolution, All Out...
All in, all out.
All in, all out. Revolution, Full Gear. That's like their.
And then 4. They do like a Bash of the Beaches on USA.
Yeah. TNT.
TNT. No, TNT in the middle of January.
Yeah, we talk about that all the time. They should just make that the special.
Yeah.
I that's the way I would go, but I'm not getting paid by Tony Khan. Did Tony Khan say anything stupid? I know he does. Like that's the one thing I do like about AEW is that they do like that post pay-per-view press conference.
Yeah, like New Japan.
Yeah, exactly.
I didn't watch it.
Dude, I wanted to see if he said anything stupid because I was going to say that card was good. Don't set the expectations too high.
It's going to be better than that because it's probably not going to be for a while.
I'm saying don't say anything to disregard what just happened. Just hopefully you just let it go because that's the only thing I have to say about Tony Khan. I think he trusts the right people like Cody and the Young Bucks and by the way. Really good storytelling with the Young Bucks with Hangman, like giving him the nod to like, all right, you're ready, my man, like win that match. But like, I think you trusted them a lot with what they're doing, and obviously they're succeeding. So just keep going with that. Just don't say anything, dude. Like, just don't. Just chill. Let it roll because it's starting to roll right now.
Vince McMahon never said anything about the product. He never really even did interviews.
Yeah. I mean, obviously gimmick-wise, he was the commentator, but like he didn't do interviews outside of it.
Yeah.
So let's just keep it rolling here. So let's go on to Bash at the Beach in January, which that's the only booking decision I have to question. But other than that, like that's the only one I have to, But then after that, let's get into Revolution, which will be in what, February or March? I think it's in March, right? So yeah. So let's roll into Revolution and see what happens. Let's go to Survivor Series though.
All right.
From one organization to another.
To another. I think that's going to be a good show too.
Yeah, Barclays Center's New York, so it's going to be hot. Hopefully, a hot crowd.
A lot to work up to from the other thing, but honestly, it's a good time to be a wrestling fan.
I agree.
So
I think AEW hit its stride full. Like, I think they were on a roll anyway until that crappy ending of Revolution. But even after, besides that, they were doing really good. And then obviously after that, with the signing of CM Punk and Daniel Bryan, it's kind of like, all right, they kind of regained their momentum again.
Yeah.
So they're rolling. But I agree with you. Completely agree with you.
Yeah, so some of the matches...
I don't have the match card.
I got the matches. So some of the matches going into Survivor Series, Damian Priest versus Shinsuke Nakamura, RK Bro for the versus the Usos.
No tag team Survivor Series match this year, right? It's just that match?
Yeah, just that match.
Okay.
Big E versus Roman, Becky Lynch versus Charlotte, and then we got the Raw women's team and the Raw SmackDown team.
Traditional 5.
Traditional 5-on-5. They made some changes to the match card, pretty much... because they had it predetermined 2 weeks ago, and then they changed it.
Yeah, they got rid of the Mysterios, and they got rid of Sami Zayn.
Yeah. So right now, the Raw team for the men is Drew McIntyre, Jeff Hardy, Xavier Woods, vacant, and Baron Corbin.
Oh, Baron Corbin's on Raw?
That's
Austin Theory just went in because Mysterio got
Austin
hurt.
Theory went into the Team Raw.
Oh, my bad. You just said Team Raw.
This is Team SmackDown. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
so McIntyre, Hardy.
I forgot that there was a draft. So I haven't really been watching WWE.
Man, look at you, you're going full-fledged into AEW.
Yeah, I'm like one of these weird wrestling nerds.
I know. I mean, we're obviously
Nerds!
We're nerds, but we're not weird. Nobody's weird. They just have their own. Everybody has their own special interests.
Yeah.
But I guess I'll take the reins of the WWE going forward. You can do AEW. That's fine though. That's how we influence each other.
Exactly.
But yeah, SmackDown's McIntyre, Hardy, Xavier Woods, vacant because Sami Zayn is gone, like I said, and then Happy Corbin. Raw's Rollins, Balor, Owens, Austin Theory, and Lashley. Who do you think vacant's going to be? We'll just go with that.
Goldberg.
Do you really? I hope not. Dude.
I hope not
He'll
either,
get booed
but-
out of the freaking arena. I think it's going to be The Miz.
Yeah, he hasn't
Coming
worked
back.
in a long time.
What he's been doing, he did Dancing with the Stars.
Yeah. And they're done, right?
I don't know. My mom would know. I don't watch it. My mom watches it, though. I would assume Miz did not win. I hope he didn't win. But do you have the women's one at all?
I'm honestly trying to find it. Overall, I don't see it here.
Jesus, dude. Can you search it?
I'm looking.
God, you're scrolling through Instagram.
That's where I found the
Heart and all WWE posts.
Yeah, right.
Let's just, while you're doing that, do you like that there's no tag team Survivor Series match? Like the 5-on-5, so 5 tag teams against 5 tag teams?
Yeah, I could do without that.
I always said it's too much to watch. I always said they should do 3. Like 3 teams on each side.
Yeah.
You know, like, can't have 10 people around the ring. Or in each corner. Like, there's no ropes. It's just weird.
It's like literally a lumberjack match.
I was going to say, if you ever think it's crazy, watch, like, the Survivor Series 88 and 89. It is absolutely... Like, you couldn't even watch the damn match. Like, if you're in the crowd, like, if you're in the first 4 rows, you wouldn't be able to see.
But I got the women here
Look at
teamed
you.
up. I got Bianca Belair,
Yeah.
Rhea Ripley, Liv Morgan, Carmella, and Queen Zelina
Okay.
versus Sasha, Shayna, Schwartzy, Nyla,
You know Shotzi Blackheart?
Shotzi Blackheart. That makes sense. Natalia, and to be determined. So there's two guest picks.
Is Bayley back in time or no?
I think she could be. I think that might be the pick there. Honestly, I don't know who else it would be.
I don't know who's on the SmackDown roster. Maybe Naomi. I don't know where she's at. I just don't know if Bayley will be back in time. I forget when she got hurt. But I think right before Mania. So maybe she could. I'm not sure. Definitely not sure. That's probably the most like. I feel like Raw's on a name wise, they could have picked better names.
I think
and SmackDown.
Going
and
back to the
SmackDown.
guy's name quick, I just forget. Maybe Edge. Is Edge on SmackDown or is he on Raw now?
He went to Raw, I believe.
Okay, so there you go.
So you can't do it.
No. Because I'm shocked he's actually not on the Survivor Series card. He's like, because he's pretty much full time.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm just thinking. Like,
Yeah, it's probably Thanksgiving. You probably just said, I'm going to go home for the holidays.
yeah.
I'll see you guys in January. See you at the Rumble.
See you for Mania season.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll definitely see what happens. I don't know. And then I feel like it's kind of like I feel like there could be bigger names, no? Or am I just thinking like old school?
I don't know. Like, where's Seth Rollins? Well, Seth Rollins on the team. That's cool. That makes
Yeah,
sense.
like it's weird that AJ's not on the show. Like Kofi, I mean, I know he's not the biggest name, but he's been for the last like 2 years. He's a big name.
Yeah, it's weird that Kofi.
That'd been cool to see.
Kofi's kind of taking a back seat at the moment. I don't know if I like that.
Yeah, I mean, he's him and Ziggler. I've always said have just been working like crazy.
Yeah.
Like those two, like
They've earned their money over the last 10 years, 15 years.
Facts. And maybe the names are pretty decent. I think the women's probably the most like I don't know who's gonna win. Like if you were, I think SmackDown's gonna win for some reason.
I think SmackDown's better card as well.
I do hope Raw wins though. It's just because I feel like Raw always loses, but I don't know if they always lose. Like you ever just like see that?
I feel like since this new brand split, I feel like Raw has always lost because SmackDown's been on Fox. And
That's what I mean. Like, it's what you go with, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You think of like, oh, where's the money going? Oh, it's going to SmackDown. All right, yeah, that's what it is. And then like 4 years ago, it's like, oh, where's the money going? It's going to Raw. All right, Raw's going to.
Yeah,
win. It's
for
like you
sure.
think it's like there's political value in it, kind of like with finances and stuff. But
It's honestly like, remember when they first did the draft when it was USA versus Fox and they had like the draft writers in the room and stuff?
Yeah.
I feel like that's what they're like, all right, well, SmackDown gets the most money right now, so we're gonna have them win.
exactly. Yeah. It's almost like the college football Like, the colleges that make the most money
Draft
are
room.
always going to be in the freaking playoffs. So we'll definitely see what happens because this usually is the segue into Mania season, obviously. That December pay-per-view, which is but it's a good little like break, that 1 month break before Full Throttle Mania season. We have Big E versus Reigns. Do you like that? I kind of wish it was a 6-man tag. Maybe Kofi's hurt.
I mean,
I feel like that should have been the way to go, and then you could have did like, all right, well, since the Usos are in the main event, RK Bro can face somebody else.
Yeah.
Since there's like no tag teams available, maybe you could do like the Street Profits or somebody. You know what I mean? Like, but do you wish it was a 6-man tag, or do you like just a straight up?
I like the straight up tag versus tag because it puts into perspective all the titles. It's showing who's a better champion on each show, and if you're going to have 37 titles on a show, you might as well have them all be against each other. I'm surprised you're not having the NXT UK title versus the
That was my next
NXT
question.
Title.
You never, yeah.
That's
I mean, that could be the next
pre-show.
Survivor. Yeah, that could be. That was my next question. I know we talked about it last year because they weren't on the show, but 2 years ago NXT was thrown in and it was like the 3 brands.
I thought that was a cool concept.
I
think that was
do you
really
still miss that or no?
I do because I feel like NXT is just really literally back to being developmental.
Yeah, I mean that's what the reason. Like, I think once Triple H got hurt, like or sick or whatever, we had that surgery. Everybody's like, all right, we could actually truly make this developmental again.
Yeah, and then he's going to get back, and that probably gave him more heart problems. Let's be honest.
Yeah, he's probably going to get even more trying to bring it back up to the level that it was after what everybody did, like after what everybody backstage did to it, because it was definitely growing, then it kind of dipped down once he was out. So I know Bruce Pritchard said that he's getting better. We'll see if he takes the reins of NXT again, and then maybe he can kind of make it special again. It's going to be very hard, though.
Yeah, I agree.
You know what I mean? So, I mean, if anybody could do it, I'm sure Triple H can because he did it. And NXT came from FCW, and he ended up bringing it up to where it was. You know what I mean? So, other matches, Priest versus Nakamura. I think it's going to be. I don't know, man.
I'm kind of dead on both of them at the current time.
See, I like Nakamura more. Honestly, dude. There's perceptions. Obviously, everybody has their own perceptions. I just feel like the Intercontinental title is so ugly looking that like nobody's ever gonna take that title seriously.
I think the title looks cool, but
see, perceptions.
Yeah, it's perceptions, reality. And
AEW, WWE
yeah.
thinks it looks cool. I think it looks like shit.
I don't know, and I forgot. But I honestly, before I even looked at that card, I was like, I know Damian Priest. I think he's doing a very stand-up job with being U.S. champion. He's had it for almost a year, right?
When did he win it?
I thought he won it at Mania, right? No, he
was
won it
with
at
Bad
SummerSlam.
Bunny. He's with Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny, yeah.
So SummerSlam, yeah. So he's had it for a couple months, dude, not a whole year. But you're close. Give or take.
God dang, it feels like it.
Yeah, no, you're right. I don't think that match is going to be great. I always feel like the mid-card title versus title is like lost in the shuffle. I remember like when Nakamura was against Rollins, I was like, yo, this match is going to be crazy. And it was just like, yeah, we're going to give you like 10 minutes because obviously the titles are more important, and then the traditional, it's obviously Survivor Series pay-per-view, so the Survivor Series matches have to take precedent also. So I feel like that kind of gets lost in the shuffle, just like the tag Survivor Series match used to.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, there's just certain matches that you're just like, why are they doing it? Like, and I still honestly, and like theoretically, or whatever, reasonably, whatever you want to think about it, I don't get the brand thing. Like, if you think about it, right? It's like, well, this year I haven't really watched a week-to-week dynamic, but there's been times where like the very first time they did it in 2017, 2016, where like Braun Strowman was feuding with Reigns, but then they got together for this match. Yeah. And then they were right back to feuding right after. It's like, you have to give them a motive to team up together. Like, can you say like the winners of the Survivor Series matches get spots 20 through 30 of the Rumble? Or like 25 through 30 in the Rumble, or like, I guess for a surprise sake, 20 through 30. And then the losers have to go 1 through 10. Like, can you do that?
Yeah, or even like, for instance, Braun and Roman are wrestling, and Miz, Dolph Ziggler, someone else on another show comes out, attacks them, and then they look at each other, they clear house.
Yeah, something like that.
He's like, I don't like you, you don't like me, but we got to beat these guys to show them that we're the more dominant brand.
Yeah.
And that...
They don't even do that, though.
No, it was just like, here's a team, we're making these teams. Then the writers saw it actually transfolding on TV. They're like, all right, let's get the Mysterios out there.
Just randomly.
I mean, Dominic looks like a child, and Ray, we could put someone else in there who's obviously more dedicated to the company. Ray won't do it without his kid, so I would just keep Dominic in a managerial role and kept Ray. I feel like Ray is like a big name.
You're a damn hater. You're a hateful writer, dude.
Hateful writer for sure.
Just shit on Dominic, shit on Ray.
Yeah.
I just thought about it because we're shitting on things right now. We shit on WCW for 2 weeks. Did you think of anything positive?
No.
You better start thinking before the end of the show because we made a promise that we were going to do it.
Yeah, we have to have a
Can't be the
positive
cruiserweights, and it can't be NWO. That was the rule. So you better start jotting down ideas.
Oh, brother. No.
You definitely be like a John Laurinaitis type writer. I mean, I know he wasn't really a writer, but like when it comes to talent, or like a Bruce Pritchard, like they're tiny little shits. We ain't gonna book them.
Yeah,
that's what you would be.
Yeah, I would be. And as I'm a fat guy back at my desk, I'm just like, yeah.
See,
lose weight, skinny.
See, I don't mind Dominic and Ray. I just don't like them being shoved into the Survivor Series match. It's like, what? At least Ray deserves it. Dominic doesn't yet, but it's cool that.
Who did you ever beat?
Who?
Dominic.
That's you're talking to me. I was like, nobody. I beat nobody.
You probably beat some people.
Yeah, I could have.
You beat me.
You're right, dude.
Who did you ever beat? Frank McCabe. That's who you beat.
You are Frankie McCabe. You're right. I did beat you. No, I am. I mean, Austin Theory. This might be a breakout performance for him.
Him with his selfies. I mean, someone else did that before. Tyler Breeze, I think his name was.
Facts.
But it's like, it is funny. Mm-hmm. But at the same point in time.
Sorry, you stopped talking. I was getting a drink. I got lost in the shuffle. We got lost in the dead air real quick.
Dead air.
I do miss Tyler Breeze. So misused. Tiny, dude. There you go. If you're a right dude, he wouldn't even be on the main roster.
He looked like a mini Dolph Ziggler. He could have been like his little brother.
That's who he came into feud with.
Yeah.
If you remember. But, yeah, I mean, who do you think takes the cake? It's going to be Raw versus SmackDown. Who do you think wins overall?
I think SmackDown.
Because of Fox?
Fox. Roman's on the show. Roman's going to win.
Roman's going to win. I think that's going to be the best match of the night.
I think that's where you're going to see the Usos versus the Bloodline versus the New Day.
Where, like going in the Rumble or something?
Yeah, I could see it somewhere, like maybe even like
day
on
one. I believe that's not. There's not going to be a December pay-per-view. It's going to be January 1st.
I think a feud for that because maybe even.
Don't you dare!
Maybe
I knew it. See, don't you dare! I knew it. No, there's no way. Absolutely
yeah, because Roman Reigns, they're not going to take the title off him because he's going to surpass CM Punk's timeline. So they just want to get rid of him.
Oh, facts.
Yeah.
Didn't they do that already with Brock or no? Am I being crazy?
No.
No, okay. So, yeah, Roman's definitely going to do it. I could see them doing it at Rumble. That'd be kind of cool. Dude, Mania, I don't know, man. I don't like that.
That's a terrible booking idea, but it's been done before.
I'd rather see New Day against each other and then Reigns versus whoever. I think Rated RK Bro.
Legend.
Huh?
Legend.
Taker.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of cool. Yeah.
One more time. I would like to see Taker's last match against Reigns. They'd have a better match than they did last time, probably.
Yeah, probably. I mean, we can't put anything past it because it wasn't good. So anything, if something's bad,
Taker
can't get any worse.
Good,
yeah, I mean, yeah, of course. They tried hard, not good. I think Big E and Reigns is going to be the best match on there. I think the sleeper match will be either the 5-on-5 men's match or Rated RK Bro versus Usos. It has a lot of potential. It's all about the time they get, obviously. Becky and Charlotte, it's been done before. They've had really good matches. You think that could be the best match of the night?
Yeah, I think the men's 5-on-5 is going to be the best match.
All right, there we go. We'll see what happens next week. We will recap Survivor Series. Yeah, I'm trying to think. Vacant, I got Miz. You got Goldberg? Do you really have Goldberg, or are you just messing around? You yanking the
I'm
the
picking
chain
Goldberg, man.
Bruh. If that is accurate, Barclays is going to go absolutely batshit. Hey, there we go, baby. You sound like Adam Sandler. All right, we don't want to lose viewers or listeners.
We just did. Well, hey,
or you're gonna get hit with a copyright because you're so accurate, dude. Gotta be careful with that. You can't go longer than a couple seconds. You're trying to do the whole theme song and the Goldberg chants in between. Not gonna work, dude. What were you gonna say?
Well, we might have lost viewers on that last segment, especially the singing ability. However, I think this next segment right here, in speaking of the good old fashioned, of brand versus brand, we got wrestling versus wrestling.
Wrestling versus sports entertainment.
Yeah, wrestling versus sports entertainment. As
Wrestling
CM Punk would
over
say.
here, sports entertainment
Yeah.
here.
So we have AEW versus WWE, kind of going off with like last week's pay-per-view and this pay-per-view coming up. We were doing a 5-on-5 men, 5-on-5 women, singles match women, singles match men, and then a tag team match.
How the hell are you going to put the tag team last?
It'll open up the show.
All right, good. I was going to say, do you think this is NWA, dude, where tag teams are main events or what? Road Warriors versus the Colas.
The Colas. Main event. Opening contest.
All right, so what do you want to go with first? By the way, if you guys want to give us your thoughts or a theme song for Homeboy over here to hum or Dan Ant thing, definitely reach out to us, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, at PML Show. You guys see it below the screen, or at the bottom of the screen. And then Fridays,
It's a footnote.
midnight, YouTube, Spotify, all that. Wherever you want to access your videos or your audios, that's where you're on Fridays. So what match you want to go with first?
Let's do men.
Today, Junior?
Let's do the main event. Want to start with the main event?
No, dude.
All right.
What do you think this is? WrestleMania, what is it, 28? They start off with the
Let's do the
title match?
opening contest. The tag teams.
This opening contest is for the tag team brand supremacy. Featuring AEW as... Who's your AEW?
AEW I have Ray Phoenix and Pentagon
Are you serious?
versus the Usos.
I didn't get to do my announcement, dude. Representing WWE is...
The Usos.
There you go. I got Young Bucks versus Usos.
Young Birds?
Young Birds, baby.
They
Yeah.
actually wrestled back in the mid-Atlantic
Hey,
South.
Gobbledygooker debuted Survivor Series 1990, dude. I'm just speaking straight facts right now.
That is a fact.
No, I got Young Bucks versus Usos. Super kick, dude. There's no other moves in this match besides super kicks.
Super kick party!
Chain wrestling? No.
None.
Super kick chain? Yes.
Yes.
That's what it is.
They'll all super kick each other. They'll fall on the ground.
And then they're going to get up, do a German suplex, land it. Or land on their neck, but roll up, get super kick, somehow stand up, hit the ropes, and then retaliate with a super kick.
And then super kick each other through a table.
Yeah,
That's the
they're
end of the
just-
match.
yeah,
No
yeah.
contest.
It's gonna be everybody's gonna be counted.
I like
outside
your
the
match
ring.
better.
Yeah, thank you. Young Bucks versus Usos, super kick on a pole match. To quote great Vince Russo and Tom Malloy. What do you want to go with next?
Let's do the women's 5-on-5 match.
Okay, so far the booking's right on this part. I like it.
Yeah,
I like
yeah.
it. What was it, women's? All right, I'll go first on this one. Representing AEW, Jade Cargill, Nyla Rose, Ruby Soho, Tay Conti. Sorry, I don't know what I was doing this. I've been doing this. I was watching Ratatouille, dude, so I've been doing like this accent. I don't know what
funny.
it is. Sorry, I'll start over. Jade Cargill, Nyla Rose, Ruby Soho, Tay Conti, Hikaru Shida. Representing WWE, Sasha Banks, Charlotte, Shayna Baszler, Alexa Bliss, Naomi.
I like it, dude. I like it. I got for WWE, I have Alexa Bliss, Bayley, Sasha Banks, Becky Lynch, and Shayna Baszler. Then I have AEW, I got Brandy Rhodes, Jade Cargill, Nyla Rose, Penelope Ford, Thunder Rosa.
I like it. I like that a lot.
Yeah.
Are you booking like just whenever you can get everybody, like everybody's available, or because I'm booking like right now?
I'm booking right now as well.
Okay. Well, Bailey's on a couch right now recovering.
She would
So
show
is
up.
she gonna be like the Bret Hart in a wheelchair? What are you doing?
Yeah, she'll come out on a stretcher.
Okay, so I make sure. Because honestly, I would definitely include Bailey in mine. But here you are, just bringing off the IR and running to the match. So, although hey, she might be the surprise entrant.
Yeah, that's
so,
and if she is, it counts. If not, we'll revamp next week.
yeah. You're gonna do that. What am I thinking? Hindsight booking. All right, so we're going with next.
Next, let's do the tag team title match.
We already did.
Oh yeah, that's how bad it was on my end. All right, so that's done. We got the let's do the AE women's.
Don't cross them out. I might need them. I might make a graphic. I'm not sure. It depends how much time I have.
Let's do the AEW women match.
Women's match. All right, you can go first on this one.
All right, so I have Charlotte versus Dr. Britt Baker, DMD.
I got Britt Baker versus Becky.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
I think both of them would be very, very good matches.
Yeah, I mean, when it comes to Sasha, Becky, Bayley, Charlotte, it's like take your pick, honestly. Like, they've obviously, even Alexa Bliss, but she's just been relegated because of her history, like concussion history.
Yeah.
But like those 5, dude, it's like take your pick against. I mean, honestly, AEW's roster, I mean, we kind of just named out. I mean, I think we had 3 the same on the AEW women's match, but like the other, like I don't think you had Tay Conti, but you had Thunder Rosa. Like those are 2 extra. Kuroshita, and then I forget who else you had. Brandy Rhodes, that was your other one. Yeah. So like we obviously have, they have a pretty deep roster too. So I mean,
they have a deep women's roster for sure. I think theirs is actually deeper than WWE's right now.
Yeah, I agree with that. So yeah, there's obviously a lot of potential with whoever you could have done singles match wise. So what are we doing with now? Are we going men's and then men's traditional and then men's singles to close out the show, or what?
Let's do the men's traditional and then the men's singles match to close out the show.
Representing the 5 men for AEW.
I got Cody Rhodes, the Young Bucks, CM Punk, and MJF.
I like the traditional, hey, here's your tag team and then 3 solo. I didn't do that way, but that is I remember always telling you that was my old school booking way. I love it.
Yeah, it's my favorite way to do a Survivor Series match. Then I have Edge, Seth Rollins, Kevin Owens, and RK Bro.
I like it, dude. I like it a lot.
And
this is where
it's a really good match. I think the promos versus Seth Rollins and MJF would be fantastic.
Oh, 100%. I mean, they're good on Twitter. You know,
yeah.
I mean, I don't even really read Twitter, but just what I've seen on wrestling news, not letters, but like the wrestling roundup. It's kind of cool to see the screenshots. Since we only did 5 matches, we're definitely going to leave off a lot of names, and the reason I say that,
we're definitely taking off.
Yeah, that's why I asked if you wanted to do an additional men's match or additional women's match, but you said hell nah, boy.
Just the best of the best.
Yeah, but we might be missing some, sleepers.
Hey, not everyone gets a chance
some
here.
Hitters, dude.
This isn't T-ball. Not everyone gets to play.
You're right. You know what? When you're right, Malloy. Representing AEW for the men's team, I got Cody Rhodes, MJF, Chris Jericho, Christian, Sammy Guevara.
I like that. That's like old WWE guys. They know what to expect.
Yeah.
But maybe at the same point in time, the AEW guys are like, oh, I'm not sure about these WWE old school guys. You might want to be back with your friends.
That's right, dude. Dude, we don't miss each other. That's what they're going to say.
Yeah.
That's super bad. And then representing the WWE, I got Orton, Rollins, Lashley, Edge, and Big E.
That's some heavy hitters going against some of those little guys.
You should really apply to be a WWE writer. I was torn, honestly, on Lashley and Big E. I was thinking about maybe including...
I mean, they're giant parts of the roster right now.
That's what I was going to say. I kind of just went with, like, I mean, I know, like, Christian's not really a key component, but I'm thinking if I'm going to include Edge, I have to include Christian just for that, little stare down tease.
Yeah.
I really wanted to include Brian Danielson. There we go. But it just didn't work out that way.
Better luck next year, kid.
Yeah, I mean, I was going to include him in my men's match, so, like, singles match, because I do think he's going to be champion soon. But I went up another route because I think the real-life tension would be legit, and you couldn't pass this up. I got Reigns versus CM Punk.
I like that.
Yeah, I just think you just cannot pass up that tension.
No.
I do think CM Punk, and I mean, obviously he's not champion now, but I do think, if I were to say by next year, maybe the year at, like, early, so either 22 or early 23, I think CM Punk will be champion. And that would just be amazing. Just talk about promos, dude, especially heel Reigns.
Yeah. I have, mine's a little more complex.
Oh.
I got Roman Reigns with Vincent Kennedy McMahon versus Kenny Omega with Tony Khan and Chris Jericho as a special guest referee.
I'm assuming because Jericho's from, like, pretty much the staple for both promotions.
Yeah,
so
and then he turns and Roman Reigns wins.
Dude, you are such a booker.
Man.
You're such a writer. Booker McCabe, dude.
Booker McCabe. Yo, WWE, hire me. Hit me up on Facebook or Instagram. I am Malloy.
There we go. I was going to say, give us the personal. What is it?
Yeah, I am MALLOY. That's IAMMALLOY.
Oh! The Jeff Jarrett promo, dude. That's beautiful.
Yes.
That, dude, when I heard you say double up, I'm like, excuse me? I like it a lot, dude. Look at you with just that spelling bee championship right there. Let us... Wait a minute, dude. That is definitely not a sing song, is it?
That's Jeff Jarrett's
not.
theme song when he was a country singer.
I don't think so, dude. You could honestly do this one for about 10 minutes. I don't think the copyrighting committee is going to catch that one. I don't think that one's good. But real quick, I thought, because originally before we started the show, we didn't want to have the same name, so we were going to like talk about them. And I know we talked only the men's match and then the women's match, like the Survivor Series match, because we won't have the same 5. I think it's Cena. Did you say Cena?
I took Cena out.
Okay.
I took Cena out for Seth Rollins in the match. So I was like, well, he's really not there. He's not really. I mean, he is assigned to SmackDown for when he does show up. But I think Seth Rollins, like it's that generation. I feel like Edge is just really contributing to the show. I mean,
I think Edge Norton, dude, is
Edge
crazy,
Norton,
right?
yeah.
Orton still forgot about. I don't know what it is. Just every year, it's just like, oh, he's having the best run, or at least the coolest run. You just forget about it in like 3 months.
I hope him and Matt Riddle can take it to Mania because I think that'd be a great match for Matt Riddle at Mania.
Dude, if we can get Orton versus Riddle, we can get New Day, we can get Reigns versus. I think we could do Rock and Hollywood, but Rock and Brock or Reigns and Brock or Reigns and Taker. Rollins versus who? I don't know. Triple H is due to retire soon. I'm thinking Owens and Triple H.
I would like to see Triple H versus Seth Rollins one more time because their last match at Mania wasn't really the best.
Well, yeah, Rollins had
was sick.
torn MCL.
And plus he had the flu.
Oh, yeah, he did. I forgot about that. I was going to say he had the torn MCL like 3 weeks before. Or like a month before. But
yeah, so.
Yeah, I mean, I am excited for Mania as always. But let us know your thoughts on this Survivor Series-esque. This would be like Clash of the Champions or like Battle of the Brands.
This would be awesome.
This would be so cool. But yeah, let us know. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, at PML Show. You guys see it at the bottom of the screen. And then Fridays, you can watch or listen on Spotify /YouTube /iHeartRadio /Google Podcast /Stitcher I'm getting closer. Still not hitting them all, though. Not catching them all. Time to wrap up the show. Oh, do you want to do a squash talk real quick? Or do you want to just go right to the end of the show? We got like 10 minutes.
Yeah. Want to do one? It's
Yeah,
the last one we have anyways.
Last one anyway before we re-up. Re-up. I-G-G-I. Re-up.
All right. Am I good to read?
Sorry, I always do that Iggy song with my daughter Sierra. So I go, who that? C-I-C-I. So when I'm saying I-G-G-Y, I'm like, wait, I forget how it goes. I'm just using the wrong letters. Yeah, when you read, I hit the start. You guys know the squash talk by now. We've done it a couple times. He's going to read this beautiful question that he himself wrote because he's the only one that did this round.
Yeah.
And we got 2 minutes, 30 seconds to elaborate. Discuss, argue, elaborate, criticize.
Who did it better?
Okay.
Fake Undertaker or fake Sting?
I mean, you could honestly get this done in 10 seconds.
All right, then we'll do...
Both shitty.
Yeah.
But if I had to pick because of the storyline, probably Undertaker's.
Oh, yeah, his was better, too. Yeah, because the match actually delivered.
Well, no, I was just saying, again, shitty scenarios.
Well, they delivered on a match. They never really had a Sting versus Sting match.
There you go.
Then also, too, was Sting or Taker. What are you picking overall? I know it's very bland questioning.
Yeah, that's so hard. That's absolutely so hard.
I'm picking Taker. I think Taker had a better run.
I always say this about like sports. It's like whenever you have that this or that or like choose, if you pick one, everybody's like, oh, you're shitting on the other one. It's like, no, we're not. Like we're picking who we want.
Yeah, I'm just shitting on you. Whoever says they're shitting on someone, I'll just shit on you. And nobody wants that.
He'll do that with no wipies, bruh.
I'll mail it to you.
That's disgusting. Bro.
That poor postal officer.
Yeah. No, I'll go Taker. I mean, it's kind of hard not to go with Taker. I feel like Sting kind of like laid an egg 99, 2000. It wasn't his fault. It was just booking. And Taker at times, obviously, it was like mid-card, but he was doing mid-card because he was elevating other talent.
Yeah.
Not that Sting didn't want to, just Sting... They
didn't have the opportunity.
They didn't have Booker McCabe, dude.
Yeah,
if he had Booker McCabe, he would have been successful. So I'll go Taker, but I mean that's very, very close because they both were successful in different companies. So look at that, we have a minute to spare, dude. So we're just gonna cancel that.
Boom.
We'll continue with the show with our finale, our final segment. I was gonna say, like, what made you think of the better career overall? But it's because of the quick actual squash talk.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was thinking in my head. But anyway, it's Rock 25. It's 25 years with The Rock, even though I always say he missed a decade. 6 years, actually. Not a decade. But anyway, they're celebrating Rock 25. I'm a huge Rock fan. I took him number 1 overall on our all-time draft list a couple weeks back, just to show my celebration of The Rock and my love for The Rock. And just to continue that, because last week we did rivalries, right? Yeah, we did rivalries of a rank 'em. This one we're going to do self-high five. So the difference between rank 'em, we pick 5, and then we will individually rank them to like our liking or our favorites or the best overall, whatever way we say it. Self-high five, we don't, like, you could pick a Raw match or pay-per-view or like whatever it is, segment, whatever. In this case, it's Rock matches. So there's 5 matches. Your favorite 5, what do you think the best 5 is? Obviously, you're ranking them the 5 on your grading system. You want to go first?
Yeah, you know what I was thinking about, like, while I was doing these? Rock really only had, like, 4 WrestleMania opponents.
Oh, I've always said, I mean, I guess he did Shamrock and
Shamrock, Austin, Hogan.
Sultan.
Oh, I forgot.
How you gonna forget that?
Sultan,
How you gonna forget that gold mine of a match?
And then his dad jumped in, got that last spot in.
Sheiky Baby came out.
Sheiky Baby
That's what made Rocky Johnson come out.
Oh, that's great.
Sheiky Baby.
I can't wait for Young Rock season 2. That's gonna be great. But
I've always said the Rock and Austin's like the weirdest rivalry because you think of their matches, but they only had like 5 matches. Like at the main event level, 3 of them were at Mania. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And I was gonna say Rock really didn't miss. Like he actually didn't miss a Mania. I kept thinking he did, but Austin actually missed a Mania. So like Austin's opponent at Mania are even shorter than the Rock's list.
Yeah,
you know, which is that's what's so crazy.
It's literally Rock, Scott Hall,
Bret Hart. Oh, Savio Vega, dude! I can't believe you're forgetting
the original OG Savio Vega. His first year when he came in.
Quang, dude. How you forget all these Solon Quang? Who are you? You are an AEW fan.
Yeah, I'm not even a wrestling fan.
No, you are. You're only kidding.
Yeah.
So you're 5 through 1, dude. What do you
5 through 1 I have is my 5. I have Taker, Rock, Angle, Vengeance 2002.
Damn, that's a good one.
That match.
Damn, I didn't even think about that.
2, I have.
Wait, what? You're at
4. I number them backwards on my sheet. 4, I have Mick Foley versus Rock empty arena match. I just think that's
my favorite.
One of the best. 3, I have Brock versus Rock at SummerSlam 2002. I just feel like that really, like, everyone hated Rock, but I'm like, you know, he put a guy over on the way out.
Oh, yeah.
If The Rock finished his career right there, that'd be a good way to be done. He lost to Brock Lesnar, never wrestled again. He goes to Hollywood.
That's the best thing.
Yeah.
Hollywood Rock came out of that. That's the
oh, my
best thing
God.
about it.
I was watching that Titantron this morning. It was on
WWE. Yeah. You know, I was watching the same thing too. I was like, oh man, I wish The Rock Hollywood just went into like. It would have been phenomenal if he went to WrestleMania 20 with that instead of the Rock and Sock, which is obviously a great tag team. But it's like Hollywood Rock going to MSG. Oh my God, that would have been amazing.
It's cooking.
Yeah, it would have been amazing.
Then I have for my that was 1, 2, 3. Then I have number 4. I have Rock Hogan WrestleMania 18. And then I have Rock Austin WrestleMania 17.
Oh, look at us with the same number 1. Spoiler alert. I figured. I mean,
Sultan versus Rock for your 5.
I did have that at number 6, but it is not technically on my self high 5. So
I did it for The Rock.
Yeah. No, my 5 through 1. I like your list. Obviously, that I completely forgot about that triple threat match with Angle and Taker. That's a very good one.
That whole run for The Rock in 2001, I think, was really good. 2002, early 2002.
Mid 2002. Wait, you talking about the championship run, like the 1 month run, or you're actually talking like post invasion Angle?
Post invasion Angle.
Okay, that's like 01, or actually technically it's 02 because invasion was pretty much over. Okay, but you're right. Either way, it was a good match.
I got a touchdown. Yeah,
you did. You got to the 5-yard line and then you just pounded it home, dude. Running back.
Oh, I just ran back the other way. Everyone was like, he's going the wrong way.
There you go. Either way it was memorable. That's all that matters. My 5 through 1, I got Brock versus Rock SummerSlam 02 at number 5. My number 4 is Rock versus Chris Jericho No Mercy 2001. My number 3 is Rock versus Triple H SummerSlam 98. This honestly could have been a little higher if the reason why it's not is because if you go back and watch that, you realize how god dang slow they climb the ladder.
Yeah, they're like,
I think people watch that.
Johnny got on one step.
I think people watch that to be like, you know what? I'm going to try to go slower to storytell. And at that point, you're not even walking up the goddamn rungs. So that's my number 3. It's actually, you know what? As I'm talking to myself about how slow they climb up the ladder, I'm swapping Jericho's match with Triple H's match. So The Rock and Triple H have gone to number 4. Rock and Jericho have gone to number 3. And that's literally up-to-date live rankings right there. Either way, my number 2 and number 1 are staying the same. Number 2 is Rock vs. Mankind, the Rumble 99 match, I Quit match. And then my number 1 is WrestleMania 17. I mean, I will say the Empty Arena match is my favorite Rock Mankind match, but it's just, it is what it is. You can tell it's taped, so I get kind of mad. I like Mick Foley sacrificing himself live for those chair shots, because no sane man should do that.
As his children are just like, oh my God.
Yeah, like, is he going to be okay? No, he's not.
No.
He is not.
He thinks every day is Christmas now.
I've always wanted to say this, because we can even talk about the Austin one too, and then we'll officially wrap up the show, just to kind of do a quick recap. If you could have Rock or Austin face off against another opponent at Mania, who would it be?
Triple H.
For both of them?
For both, yeah.
That's crazy.
So I feel like Triple H was the third man out for that point in time.
Yeah, that makes sense. I was just
even though it was his time. God damn it.
Wait, which time?
It was his time. Triple H's time. Remember his theme song? My time.
I was setting you up so you could do it. It worked.
You don't know what trouble is. Here comes trouble. I don't know the rest of it. Not gonna mess with anybody.
Yeah, we're gonna wrap the show up.
No, we're not done yet.
What are we doing?
What's your one memorable moment of WCW? Because mine is Chris Jericho with Rufus.
That's a good one, dude.
Yeah,
very good one. Oh man, it's a memorable thing. Dang, I don't know. I mean, I just love. I'll say this, man. The Macho Man DDP feud, 97.
Probably the best feud in 97. I think it was feud of the
Well,
year.
yeah, because they shit the bed with NWO and Sting. If they had a good payoff, hey, that's definitely the most memorable.
Well, WCW never paid anything good off, and you can listen to 2 episodes ago where we talked about that.
You're right.
For an hour.
Yeah, pretty much an hour. It's like about 50 minutes of the hour. Last week we tried to, we dwindled it down to about 20 minutes. But this week, though, we came home, dude. We
came home with 2 minutes to spare.
2 minutes to spare, I think.
And it's positive WCW. We had 30 minutes of saying, yes.
We did it. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. Are you guys going to, is this the last episode before Thanksgiving?
No, we have one more.
Well, no, we're going to record one more. But we're going to release on Black Friday.
So I'm going to be like, I hope your Thanksgiving was well. What did you eat? You'd be like, I didn't eat nothing, bro. I had a chicken sandwich at Sheetz.
No, you know what we'll do? I'll post it on Thanksgiving Day.
Oh, as a treat to the fans.
Treat to the fans. So, like I said, you guys can listen live while you guys are eating that turkey.
Be like, yo, these are my friends. I'm inviting them over for Thanksgiving, but like they're not coming
in audio form
because we wouldn't come. But we're here in audio form. Instead of playing Christmas music, play the PML Show that you can watch on YouTube, listen to on podcast, Spotify, Google, iTunes. No, not anymore.
iHeartRadio.
iHeartRadio.
Oh man, what's our Facebook handles? It's on the screen.
I can't see the screen. There's a screen. Is there a screen in here? Is there a green screen?
I'm gonna make a graphic into the screen like I always do. How do you not know the handle? It's what, 7 letters?
It's at PML Show.
For which social media sites?
Facebook, Instagram, Twitter.
Oh my God! Look at you, dude.
And you can find us on OnlyFans.
Psych, nah. I'm not trying to get whooped.
Check it out.
By both of the women.
And Christine.
Yeah, it's us. Just
2 dudes.
Fully dressed.
1 can.
Fully dressed, 2 cans. Not talking
Your
about
can's pretty thick, pal.
It is. It's actually pretty full, too.
You can watch that for $9.99 a month. Full disclosure.
Unbelievable. Anyway,
it's a riot.
We're wrapping this show up. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. You guys will hear us before Thanksgiving, so we'll say Happy Thanksgiving next week. But for this week, enjoy your weekend, football, friends, family. Get ready for the turkey time, because you'll be listening to us on Turkey Day. So as always, we are the Prime Below crew. Rich Lopez, Tom Malloy, a.k.a. Homeboy, a.k.a. Booker, a.k.a. Mr. Year Off, a.k.a. IPA Savant,
Yeah.
a.k.a. Mr. AEW all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Rob Price is always with us. Hope you guys enjoy hope you guys enjoyed the show. Enjoy your weekend. As always, peace.
Later.